Hey there, it's Rachel from All About Planners. In this video I'm doing a review of the Bossing It planner from Paperchase. So I recently went to London and of course I was going to hit up lots of stationery shops. Paperchase was at the top of that list and it did not disappoint. I got lots of highlighters and pens, also two planners. So this one, the Bossing It planner, and then the Agenzio. The review of that one will be in a link in the description box below. Alright, so let's have a look at the Bossing It planner. So in terms of size, it is about 6 inches wide by approximately 8.5 inches high, so a bit bigger than US half-page size. It is book-bound style. Now normally I steer clear of those because the pages don't lay flat on their own, like you have to hold them open while you're writing, which is really annoying. But this one and the other one I got from Paperchase do lay flat, which is good. In terms of thickness, it's very thin. It's only about, I'd say, 0.5 centimeter wide. It doesn't have any writing on the spine, so you could confuse it for just a normal notebook if it was on the shelf. So I'm not sure why they didn't put some sort of, planner or something on the side. Now it is an undated planner, so it's got a goal setting section at the front. Love this pattern, just had to stop and say that, like, oh my god, look at that, look how pretty that is. It's like raindrops, very pretty, like aqua mint color. So it's got this goal setting section at the front, and then it's got an undated 1 page per week section at the back. So if you're someone that needs a bit more space for each week, or you want to keep your goal setting stuff separate to your day-to-day planning, then this would be a good planner to do that in. And it was also very cheap. It was only £10 for the planner. And it's undated, so you can stop and start using it whenever you like. Come back in a year's time. If you've got unused pages, you can still use them. So I do think that's pretty good value, and it's another reason why I absolutely love undated planners, because you can, use them whenever. So it has lots of these sort of quote inspirational messages throughout. So let's start with the top 5 reasons why you want to basically have the rules that you want to set for the goal that you're going to have planned out in this book. So what's your big idea? Lots of lined, probably can't see it because the lighting's a bit dark in here, line writing space. Although it is kind of alarming to me that you can see the design that's on the back side showing through the pages. If I can separate them, see how that's kind of see-through. It's very thin. So I'll be doing a pen test. The link will be in the description box below to the blog post that will have it. A pen test for this planner to see if there's any ghosting, which I kind of think there will be. The pages do feel quite thin. They're a nice crisp white, but yeah, you can see the design underneath. So lots of note space. And now this planner is quite got like lots of graphics. It's not just plain and boring, which is good. Some inspirational quote, because usually with goal setting pages it'll just be like a boring questionnaire or something, but this one has graphics, so customer funnels, some mind mapping, like a brand personality, your like mission statement, something a bit different to most of the goal setting planners. I feel like this one's a bit more like focused on bloggers or YouTubers, or if you want to do an online business. Some name brainstorming, a SWOT analysis. Now I do think that is a bit too small for a SWOT analysis, like you can't fit much in that space. It's only about 10 centimeters high, but it's there if you want to jot down just a few things, and then you could expand on it in these note sections, because there are quite a few of them, which is good because most goal setting stuff in planners is just like 2 pages. And it's really pathetic. They'll just put goals and then a lined writing space. I'm like, that is not goal setting space. That's just like note paper. So at least this one expands on it a bit more. Lots of note space to write it all in, so you're not bunching stuff up. And then we go into the skills that you've got. So that's a good idea, not just want to do something when you don't really have any skills to back it up. And some future planning. And then your goals, planning them more in detail. So I like that you can keep it all in the one book, because sometimes I've had the problem where you start goal setting but then you run out of space, and then you move to another notebook and it's just like little stuff scattered everywhere. Hence why I usually use the disc-bound planners for goal setting. Okay, now we go into the month planning section. So again, like more of a creative layout, but it's still structured. So it starts with your goal or goals of the month, the benefits of the goal, the costs and useful people. So kind of like what you want to do and then how you're going to do it. And then also your steps down the bottom here. So instead of just a boring box with a number, they've got these cool arrows, which I think is something nice and different to mix up a bit and still gives you a fair bit of space to write in. And then we go into more of those ones, and then we go to the weekly spread. So the weekly page is what I really wanted to get the planner for, because not many planners have just a one-page weekly spread. So this one has space up the top for like your steps, or you could just do your general mapping for the week, your one big goal for the week, and then all the other small stuff. So if you weren't using this as like a goal setting planner, you wanted to do weekly planning, then this would be a good option if you need overflow space, or if you pre-plan the week like I do. I use the plum paper horizontal lined with notes planner, but this one could be a good alternative. So the plum paper one that I use has a very similar layout to this, with a box up the top for general stuff, and then 2 list spaces which I use for like the most important things, the goals, and then all the other crap that you have to do but you don't really want to do. So that's what I use that section for. Love the built-in checkboxes. I always use checkboxes to plan, so I tend to do a like coding system. So one line, either diagonal or vertical or horizontal, signifies that I've started the task. When it's half shaded in, so half the box is coloured in, it's in progress, and when it's completely coloured in, then the task is finished. So that's my system, and it's quick, it's easy, and it uses the checkbox like it doesn't take up any extra space. And it also looks good if you do rainbow colours in your list, and then you end up with all these rainbow coloured boxes. It just looks nice at the end of the week. There's a section if you want to reward yourself, and this continues for the whole rest of the planner in terms of the layout. So you get plenty of these. There's also a built-in ribbon bookmark. And one thing that I do like about this, even though it's book bound, see how it's still laying flat? Like even if I go towards the back, it's laying flat without me having to hold it open while I'm writing in it. So that's really good. And then at the back, oops, at the very back, keep going, has, get there eventually, a little connections section. So I'm not really sure why planner companies still bother to include this, because I mean, I just put this in my phone, but if you want to, it's there. And then it also has a logins page, so you can never have too many of these pages. I always have a couple of them. One might not be enough, but it's there for when you need it with all your logins. And then we go to this pretty pattern again, which features on the front. Really love that. Something a little bit different, very pretty, very, very much like that pattern. Might have to recreate that. So in terms of this planner being used as a day-to-day weekly planner, I wouldn't recommend it because you're not going to have enough room to write. But for just goal setting, whether it be like a business blog or just an overflow of tasks, or if you're working on a home project or something like that, it would be ideal for that. And it was quite cheap. It was only £10 or €14. And remember, undated, so you could come back and use it at any time. So I'll be doing a pen test for this planner. The link to the blog post with that will be in the description box below. And I'll also link the Agenzio planner that I got from Paperchase as well, which is nicer than this one, and it's got a 2-page weekly spread. So I'll have the links below, and don't forget to subscribe. There's a button down there if you want to be notified when I do new review videos, and I usually do one each week. So I'll see you in the next video.